Retributionist is a town support role without an avatar, so everyone just uses this fan-made one and pretends like BMG made it. You have the ability to reanimate a dead player and use their ability once, and what's important to note about this is that you only visit the dead player. You don't follow them to whoever they visit, meaning that you're safe from dying to werewolves, ambushers, veterans, and whoever else can kill you based on who you visit. You're also a unique role, meaning there can only be one per game, so get ready to be accused of being a necromancer if somebody counterclaims you. What roles to use? Depending on the mode and particular roles in your game, your playstyle will vary wildly, more so than any other role. That's why I'm not able to give you a simple step-by-step guide. It truly does depend on the game. What I can give you is a ranking of which townies will be the most useful in a majority of scenarios. Out of the 19 town roles, you're able to reanimate 11 of them. Prioritize Vigilantes if you have a good shot. Taking an evil out of the game entirely is the most helpful thing you can do for town, but even if you're thinking about it selfishly, getting a shot off will hard confirm you as Retri. Following them are escorts. Preventing a kill is just about the next best thing after getting a kill yourself, so rollblock a suspicious player and see if an evil kills. You won't be able to spam rollblock them since you can only reanimate a player once, but at least you'll know they're evil and can vote them up. Most town investigatives come next, along with Crusader. These TIs can be used to verify people's claims and are super helpful if you do check an evil, but the one-time use you have of them goes against their verify and move on playstyle, since you feel like you have to make your one investigation count. Don't fall into that habit. Sometimes the best move is confirming that bodyguard claim that hasn't been checked. Crusader is higher here than other town protectives because you're much more likely to get a kill and confirm yourself, but other town protectives and lookouts fall here. Town protectives are helpful, but their strength comes from being able to consistently protect a player for multiple nights. You should only use them if you can anticipate an attack on a player. Lookout, on the other hand, has little use here. If there's a lookout in the graveyard to begin with, they should have already confirmed the town protectives. Their job is already done. You can always try to use them to catch an evil attacking somebody, rarely as it works. At the bottom are Spy and Vampire Hunter. If a spy is dead, you already know how many Mafia and Coven there are in the game based off of their will, and you know that who they visited isn't one of them. That's just the job of a spy. If we already know how many are in the game, there's not much of a point using spies. You're better off picking a different townie. Checking a player to see if one of them is Vampire with VH is mostly a waste of your ability. Plus, you can still reanimate VH even if all the vampires are dead. You might be looking for a threat that doesn't even exist anymore. Other interactions. There are some weird interactions you might encounter when playing Retri. Necromancers also reanimate dead players, meaning sometimes you'll try to use a townie only to find out the Necromancer is using them that night. If this happens, you won't be able to use them and your night will go to waste. The game determines who gets to use the player based on the order they join the game. Sometimes you'll get to use them, sometimes the Necromancer gets to use them. There's nothing you can really do about it. Players you reanimate will still receive feedback. If you send a player into somebody the ambusher is targeting, the dead player will still receive the message telling them who the ambusher is, even though you are the one who made them visit. If there's a medium in the game, you might be able to work out a couple tricks with this. You won't be able to reanimate players who have been cleaned or stoned, however you can with players who have been forged into townies. Be careful though, they'll still perform the action of their true role, not what they were forged as. While you think you're sending the bodyguard to protect the mayor, you might accidentally send a vigilante instead. Be extra cautious if you suspect there's a forger in your game.